It is what it is, Saturday Night Drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the It Is What It Is Saturday Night Drive. Today with the Turkish Jack Reacher, Johnner, and me, Tim. Yes. We introduce you on today. I think it's Saturday, the 2nd of March, 2024. And welcome on board.
Welcome, everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Has been a troubled week, actually. I have been out for roughly 3 days. I got a very disgusting eye infection, but I'm back at it, and it's back on track.
You fucking look like Mark Zuckerberg turning into a lizard people. Like
maybe
your eyes were swollen and red.
I was transitioning, I had this appointment at the doctor, and he said I could become a bird if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Then I said, no, I want to become a lizard.
There you go. Ooh, critical topic.
Maybe
cats.
No, all right. I have really been quite out of service this week. But on Friday, it was the time again. I couldn't hold my feet still, and I said, yeah, let's go back to work. And I did. And now I feel like nothing had happened. But I think it's the same after all.
Yes. I had a really contrary week.
Why?
Like, it was like, because it was like, I wasn't sick at all. I was like super productive. But like when you're like doing a lot of shit, like I was like really also like not only productive, but I was like having my focus and really efficient. But after the whole week, you're like, now I'm slowly leaving the zone because tomorrow is Sunday. And now tonight we're driving around. So I'm also like, getting a little bit cozier. So you're like this ambivalent, like, I don't know. I don't know if I really like it. At the time being, also like I'm really loving it. It was like a really good week, but on the other hand, I'm like, nah, it was a shitty week because I'm exhausted. So can't really judge how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, you want to go like upwards like a straight line, or what do you want?
What do you mean?
Life.
Oh, yeah, no, nothing's gonna be linear in life. Of course, it's gonna be ups and downs, but I mean, like that I can't even like really judge this feeling right now for this week being like, do I like it? Do I not like it? At the moment, I really don't have an answer because like I'm really like thrilled. It was like super productive and I feel good about myself. But also on the other hand, I was like, oh my God, like I'm if this is like the modus operandi, like for like, let's say a few consecutive weeks, I would ask me like, what's life all about? So I think like you need small breaks every once in a while.
Yeah, I think that's just not a big.
Europe.
We do have quite a big, I think, less toxic though. I do have a big topic approaching.
Yeah,
I think you're more affected than I. Talking about the holy celebration.
Oh yeah, yes,
Do we want
yes.
read off fellow?
Yeah, of course. Maybe some of you know it. Others maybe are not aware about it. Next week, the holy month of Ramadan starts, so I will be fasting for a whole month. It's also with Ramadan. It's also like as I described. Like on one hand, I love it. I love it to slow down, to get more like retrospective, to think about stuff, but also like getting in touch with my like, let's say, emotional, spiritual parts.
Yeah.
Like having like deeper thoughts, a stronger connection to the world, being more grateful. But on the other hand, I know like it's really exhausting, so I can't be productive. And everyone who knows me is, I freaking love to be like actually doing something. So it's also like that. But I'm really looking forward for it because like it's 1 month and I actually enjoy every time Ramadan starts, I always have respect because I know like with working, I'm not on vacation or something like that. I'm still working 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours a day. So I still have respect regarding the fasting period, but I also am always like thrilled to that it's actually like approaching us.
Yeah, but I really can't wait to see you again on after a 10-hour shift on a single drop of water. Go complete rampage on somebody who just triggered you.
Yeah, that's actually like that I have to say that's like actually I have to batter myself in because like if I fast, I do it for myself. I do it for my, as I said, spirituality.
Yeah.
But it's not like really like the sense or behind fasting to be really, how do you call it? Like not thick skin, but contrary, like thin skinned. Yeah, and so to just to be like agitated. You know, when I leave work and I haven't smoked and I haven't drank coffee or water or whatever, and I'm like really agitated and I'm getting moody.
Yeah.
This is something I have to better myself. Definitely.
For everybody who's curious, I don't participate, but I don't believe it. So, but I really respect how John is doing it. So, I wish you a very, very nice last week of eating and smoking and doing stuff until you get to the change of your modus operandi. But nevertheless, shout out to all our Oslo friends. And if you participate,
Yes.
all the other friends, of course, as well. If you participate, have a holy and blessed Ramadan.
Apart from regarding the topic, let me say just one thing quickly. Because it's just not like about like believing or not believing, because like there is this one friend of ours who actually every year, although he's not like actually like Muslim and believer, he tries to fast one day. And that day we usually like make iftar, like the evening, like the dinner together.
No.
And it's just like cool because he's German, like Carsten, really cool dude. And he
Shout out to Carsten.
yeah, the man, and he, as he puts it, he just enjoys like this familiar situation to just like looking forward to have dinner after a long day, to have water after a long day with your dearest friends. So yeah, everyone who is not like believing or celebrating or stuff like that, I just wanted to say it's not about like actually believing or something like that, but you can still enjoy like the Ramadan or festive season with your Muslim friends just by sharing maybe like the iftar or dinner. That's what we do at least with our friends who are not fasting.
You mean if you're not Muslim, you can still join your Muslim friends if you feel like you are like feeling detached to them during this period. You can still loop in and spend this time.
They will actually probably appreciate it after like sunset to just hang out with you because they want to like also still socialize during Ramadan also. So yeah.
Fair point. Go ahead, do it. It's really worth it. The food is great. I can promise.
Yes.
Yeah. Apart from that, what happened this week? What the fuck happened? I just saw on Instagram there's so much weird shit around these days on Instagram and X, Twitter, formerly. I really feel like normally I don't let it. Or I don't let it under my skin, but these days it feels like the whole World Wide Web is just flooded with bullshit.
You have to pick me up on the topics because, as some people know, I really stopped, following like, world news, politics generally, and also like world news. I'm actually kind of detached from what's happening around the world because like these whole catastrophic news are fucking up my mood from time to time. Just pick me like.
You know what? Let's just stop this fucking topic because I really like the one we had previously about spirituality. I think that's something we could extend a little bit. So when you participate in Ramadan, religion is often about getting some sort of spiritual experiences, and you also have the belief that you carry within yourself.
Yeah.
But obviously there are many people claim that they don't believe in anything, but at least have some sort of spirituality in their life.
Yeah.
And I really wonder, at the end of the day, what is the difference between participating in a religion or being simply spiritual?
That's a fair point. I think objectively, one of the main, like, let's say, distinctions is that when you're participating in a religion, you have a external framework that you didn't dictate upon yourself, but it's just like rules and frameworks that are pre-existent that you believe in. Whilst being spiritual without believing in anything, you can still be spiritual, but this framework is either self-made, societal, I don't know, like cultural society or whatever. But it's not like this. We have this, let's say, this book, this history, this tale, whatever you want to call it, these rules, which happen to just be there, like they're pre-existent.
Yeah, but I mean, this is something in fact, that is external. You just take it into your life, or by culture, or by education. You just say, okay, this is what I believe in now.
Yeah.
And back in school, when I was at like the primary school, the first, I think it was because I didn't grow up with any religion whatsoever. My mother is from Turkey, and of course we do have some Muslims in our family, but she herself, she does not believe. She's a spiritual woman though, and has some sense of that in her life. But when I visited school during the first months of my primary school years, my first year, I visited they asked me, what religion or what confession do you belong to? And I said, I don't know. It wasn't a concept to me at all, because I knew people go to church, but I didn't embody it in any form whatsoever in my life.
Yes.
And then I just thought, okay, where do all my friends go? That was my first intention. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm a Catholic.
Yeah.
And I went to the religion lessons.
It was just like, you were just like,
I just wanted to hang out with my friends.
Just to fit in, basically.
No, I just wanted to follow my friends. I was in the other classes, there were people I didn't like, and then I just said, okay, I'm going to follow them. And then in school, going into the religion lessons, and we had to pray, obviously, and didn't feel really organic for me to sit around my friends and they were all praying, and I didn't want to do it because it wasn't the concept that I was familiar with. Respected it though. I didn't do any shit, but it didn't feel authentic and organic with me. And after a couple of weeks, when I just saw that this whole lesson consists of the teacher reading reading the Bible at some points, and us painting pictures or drawing pictures, then I just said, okay, you know what? I actually don't want to do that anymore. I was 6 years old by then, and I switched to ethics.
Yeah.
And then I realized, ethics is also quite cool, actually. In the beginning, it was like just a substitute course, and I thought, okay, I really just have to do something because it's something we do because it's something the school says I have to do. But I really think ethics has taught me many things that I still appreciate right now.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with ethics?
Yeah, of course. Like for everyone who is like not familiar maybe with the German school system, so basically you just have like, I think only Christianity is like actually provided as like a formal subject in school. So if you don't belong to Christianity and you don't want to have like the religion the subject religion with Christian content, or let's say about the Christian religion, because you're like
an environment to the Bible.
So the only alternative you have is the ethics. as a subject. So yeah, I also took ethics, and I have to say it was like quite beneficial. It was like a lot of topics that are like generally good to let's say, let's not put it that way, good to know, but to have heard about and have actually just like thought about specific stuff.
Yeah, but the concept behind this is much greater, I think, because when you look at religion, and if you take away the spirituality from religion,
Yeah,
and simply view it as a tool that society has had over the last couple of thousand years,
yes,
to unite largely distributed proportions of people below, what did it do? It gave many people who couldn't read, who couldn't talk, actually, some sort of common understanding how society has to work. It gave them the society framework how it has to work, even across languages. And this is something that has been established in an area, in an time period where there has been no internet, no quick messages, no phone, anything at all. Only horses and, I don't know, the birds that you can start messages with, but...
yeah, because I think ethics deals with a lot more fundamental questions, in a sense, than religion, because like, you know, the questions like fundamentally in ethics are like, what is good, what is bad, how can I categorize something for good or bad, or what is a virtue or stuff like that. Whereas in religion, usually religion states for you what is good, what is bad, and then gives an explanation why it's good or bad. But the base of ethics is just so much more like, let's say, foundational questions.
It's reasoning.
Like,
and this is because if you just observe what does religion have, like from the framework and the rules that you provided with, you get stuff like don't harm anybody, don't be kind to your neighbor, stuff like that. Love your wife, love your children, to your parents, so be gentle or polite to the elderly, stuff like that. And even broader rules. Ethics tries to achieve that by reasoning. Though the thing that is linked with religion, why you should do that, the why behind is the thing, I think, where or the aspect where religion has a distinction to ethics, or to brought it to the spirituality, is the why. Why should I do that? And I think ethics goes a little bit deeper into like the everyday reasoning behind these questions. Why should I be kind to my parents? Because obviously they're the provider of you. They try to teach you stuff that I'm erasing there. Sorry. We are trying to why should you be kind to your parents? And I think if you have like this, if you try to get to the bottom of this question, the answer might be very simple. But if you, as soon as you get to the question, what is the sense behind all this stuff that we participate in called life? This is something where you have to challenge the question, why do we do that? And that's something that religion offers to more people on a simpler way than philosophy or ethics does. And maybe drive right, we can drive across the airport a bit.
I want to drive straightforward, so we can drive a little bit faster than this.
As you know, we're located in Germany, so cars, streets, horsepower do matter to us.
Yes, a lot.
Anyway, this is something I have really appreciated. Ethics, just thinking about stuff, thinking why something should be right, or what is right, what is wrong.
And usually, as you said, you can't with ethics at least, you can't just proclaim something is good or bad without giving a reasonable explanation why you think that is. You know, you can't just like state something and then just like, how do you call it? Cite, for example, someone external. You know, you can't just say like, this is bad because my religion says it, or like this is bad because someone else said it. You have to actually like reason your argument so you can just state or like proclaim it. So yeah, I think it's a good way to actually think about, as I said, like about general stuff, and think about why you would reason that way. Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed ethics a lot.
But, you come across different teachers in school, and I think some get the message across the room way better than others do.
Yeah.
And I think it doesn't only apply to ethics. It goes the same with maths or literature, German, etc. If you have a passionate person behind the topic, or that's really willing to transfer their own knowledge into the room and onto somebody else with decent explanations.
And I loved it also. Sorry, and I loved them. Sorry, I'm just like saying stuff because I was like thinking about it. What I really liked is the nuances you have, because like when we talked about dilemmas, right? Dilemmas in ethics. So if things are black and white in life, the answer is actually like quite obvious, or like it's really simple. Yeah. So you know this concept of there is like a train and there are people on the train tracks, and you are the one in charge to say which people die.
Yeah.
You know, if the question is you can change the train track and choose between nobody's dying and 4 people are dying, the answer is obvious. You choose the one where nobody dies.
Yeah.
So, but it gets more nuanced and more like it goes deeper and deeper, and that was actually like how we learned it. Like, okay, there are like 4 people, and on the other side are like 2 people.
Yeah.
So you choose like the 2 people dying because like it's from quantity wise, these are like way less people who died.
Yeah.
But then you get another nuance. For example, like the life expectancy of the people.
Yeah.
You know, the 2 people who would die are expected to be 80 years old because they're young, and the 4 people who die, or the other 4 people who would die if you choose them, only have like 4 years left. So what do you do now? What is good? What is bad in this situation? You know how you should choose, because like now you're weighing stuff that you can't weigh or rationalize just through quantity. You know, and I'd love actually to think about these nuances and like to have like really profound thoughts about like why we should, like, let's say act in a manner in different situations, which goes far beyond black and white, but it's like really gray.
Yeah,
you know.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but also we also had this discussion in school, and a result of it. No definite answer what you should do, and that each life is equal or worth equal.
Yeah,
but I think that's something that also transfers to life. There's no definitive answer, but it's always gray, and you have to.
Yes,
you just have.
There are like really, really few, like almost none. Really few situations in life where like the answer is just like black and white. It's just simple, you know.
Yeah.
It's always like nuance, but you have the feeling subjectively that it's black and white because you're like conditioned that way, because you decide that way of all of these million factors you grew up with that put like you into the situation to just decide that, you know. So it's like yeah,
but you know what? This is why I love my gut feeling. Don't you like have it? That's of course. Most of the time you just throw the anchor and just say, okay, I'm going to think about it. But
I mean, of course, like, because you would go crazy if you would try to like actually to weigh in every factor, every like nuance, every external factor into one simple decision. If you, let's say you want to drink water or not, if you would start to like actually break down every fucking external factor, do I need it? Whatever. Like, because people say like rationality is the best, you know, like the best decisions. But I would start like, let's for example say I'm on the couch and I want to drink something, and I would like start to my decision making would be like this: how much is the distance between the couch and like the tap? and how much like energy I would like or like time I would spend getting that water, and how much would I get in reward. You don't think like that, and it would drive you crazy if you would think like that with everything, with every fucking simple decision in life. So yeah, I'm aligned with you. Sometimes our gut feeling is just like the best compass for us to make a decision.
Yeah, and I mean, you rely on it on a daily basis, and
Yeah,
many decisions are taken by gut. But don't you? It's funny if you have like an important decision to make, and it's a crucial topic.
Yeah.
And you find yourself in reasoning. What should I do? Is it the right way? Have I considered each and every single factor that is possible?
Yeah.
And then you amidst of the decision, and you say, you know what? Fuck it. I go with my first.
I would say that you make all these like rational arguments in your head, like these like hypothetical arguments in your head, and then you just
Flip the table.
you still go with your gut decision because it just feels right.
Yeah, man. But I love this.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it shows that often it doesn't really matter.
We're just humans. We're all just humans.
And you really can live with most decisions you take from your guts.
Yeah, of course.
And they get you through a quick decision-making process, and you lose a little time.
Yeah.
Never do this. We don't advise you to take stupid decisions. I think if you look back into your past, you can tell if your gut feeling has betrayed you or has enriched your life. And I think if you feel the same way about your gut feeling, just go ahead with it.
Yeah, and it also depends like how crucial the decision is.
Damn.
I mean, everyone I know have like this initial prioritizing of like decisions, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone can say this is an important decision and this is like rather not so important. And if you have the feeling like this is really an important decision, like for example, your career path, you want to quit your job or something like that.
Yeah.
Note down your first initial gut feeling, note it down. That I think that's actually like something that helped me. Note it down so you don't try to persuade yourself and lie to yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Note down your first initial gut feeling and then start to think about it like rationally. Does the rational argument align with my gut feeling? And if not so, why?
Yeah.
You know, just try to find the gap, because like if everything rationally says something else and your gut feeling says something else, there must be something wrong in your rational argumentation. Usually it's like that, because like your emotional side, well, it's not even the emotional side, it's just like the accumulation of your experiences from the past tell you this is the right decision, you know? So my preferred way when I have like really important decisions, I try to write down the first initial like decision I would take, and then I try to make like a really quick rational like evaluation of the situation. And if it's aligned, then I'm good to go. If it's not aligned, I'm trying to find out why is this not aligned. Why is my gut feeling different than the rational thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's quite smart. But yeah, I do have a specific example for this, because I just recently bought a new car, and when I started working with my first full-time job, I just went straight ahead and bought like the car that just seemed nice for me. I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna buy a car that I really like. It should be looking good. It should have enough horsepower and should have enough space for me and my family. Still want to look at it, and in the end, it has been a little bit more expensive than not than I thought, but it has been this, how do I call it? I treated it like a princess, so I didn't treat it like a car. And in the end, it has been a tool that I had to use each and every single day. So when I bought my current car, I really thought about, because I could catch myself while I was thinking in the same patterns. Okay, now I'm going to get another nice car, I don't know, whatever, an Audi or a Mercedes maybe. And then I thought, okay, but do I really want to continue having a car that I know I will not, out of my pure protection instinct, will not use properly because I think it's such a gem? Or am I going with some sort of workhorse that I'm gonna using every single day and is also cheaper than the other options? And then I ended up with a car that I ended up looking into cars in detail, like on a crazy level. I have looked at, I think, 6 or 7 different cars. I have test drove each and every single one of them. And then I made a purely rational decision which one it is. And I have been really proud because on myself, because I have broken through this decision pattern. And the funny thing is, although it has been a rational decision, every day I drive this car or when I approach the car, I really feel happy.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like,
No,
because I know how much you like this car at this right now,
point.
at this point.
I'm so emotionally attached to it because I love using it. It's so easy to use.
Yeah.
It's such a nice thing. It's a good machine. It perfectly fits my needs. And yeah, I don't need anything more than this right now. And if I would have wanted like a sports car or something like this, or if I would have been in a different situation of life with, I would say, no family or only for myself, then it would have been a completely different decision. But
Yes.
considering all of the other aspects that are within my life and that I live every single day, it's the perfect decision. And I'm emotionally attached to it, even though to others it may be a completely boring car.
Yes. So, announcement or lesson. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's tough to take a decision. But this is so cliche also, but it's true. Every decision you take, really, that you take proactively is better than no decision taken. But who am I to judge? You don't have to listen to me. But this is something like, yeah, it's true. I mean, it's not a saying. It's not just a saying that just was created out of thin air. It's a saying that evolved probably through experiences of many people, and I can really, I can say every decision you proactively take and stand behind is better than, not taking a decision at all.
Yeah, I can agree. Talking about cars, there was a very nice Audi RS6.
Yeah, it's
beside us.
nice car, and I wanted to race him, but no, we're nowhere near racing RS6 in this car. That's
Anyway, we've been talking for 30 minutes already.
yes.
I think our Saturday night drive slowly comes to an end, and it's
Here, because we're not actually that important that you should listen to us talking 1.5 hours. So we want to make it really short, crisp, informative regarding also like transparency, as we said in our lives, not even like informative with regards to giving the life advice. But yeah, I hope taking that to Joe. Yeah, Joe Rogan is actually right. He's quite jealous probably if he would like see that we're just driving around and having like this nice conversation.
we could talk for hours with him. I'm pretty
Yeah.
If he decides to, he has a free seat in the back of our car.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. Invite us. Let's make it happen. Maybe we can like have a ride together.
Anyhow, it was very nice talking to you.
Yes.
Next week, we're going to see how consistent we can stay during the Ramadan period, but I doubt we won't be consistent.
Yeah.
We always have been, we always will be, but nevertheless, stay tuned. It's going to be exciting couple weeks ahead with a lot of new topics. And
Yeah, we're looking forward to share everything with you guys. Yeah, like I can on my behalf and also on your behalf probably say it's really nice to share all this with you on a podcast, to share our thoughts, give you like
deep insights into our thoughts
yes,
and lives and minds. Maybe you share your thoughts with mine. So, Ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a wonderful night.
Yes.
It was very nice talking to you.
Thank you, my brother.
This has been the It Is What It Is Saturday Night Drive.
It is what it is.
And whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.